Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Joshua, aka J Pert. Do work. Coming back at y'all. Listen, I hope everybody having a blessed Sunday. Feeling good, feeling great, feeling great, feeling good. How are you? Now listen, we'll make a very short video today because I just want to get straight to the point. And I just want to, just as the title of this video implies, I just want to ask y'all a question, because it's something that I think to myself every day. And every time I have conversations with anybody, for some reason this always come up in a conversation, whether it be in regards to, their career, their job, finances, whatever it is, goals, successes, But I always ask the question, even to myself, I always ask the question, where are your habits taking you? Or you can even ask, where have your habits taken you? Or, you could ask it in a number of ways, but I want to ask that question so that way y'all can ponder on this. Where are your habits taking you? And I like this question because it gives you a chance to course correct before you get to your destination. But like I say, pertaining to the destination that you're at right now, you can look back and say, where have my habits taken me? But I want y'all to think about this, because a lot of times, we just take everything day by day and we don't make a big deal of it. We'll look at something and say, we'll put it off until tomorrow, you know what I mean? But the thing is, tomorrow never comes. Or we'll put it off to later. And I always have this saying, you can ask my fiance, I always say, later never comes. Because every time something gets pushed off to be done later, there's always something else that's going to fill that void and then push that thing that was meant to be later even further down. And it'll never get accomplished. And a lot of us have made a habit of exactly that. So I want you to think to yourself, where are your habits taking you? Before you get there, I want you to realize, what road are you headed down? So that way you can change course. So that way you can redirect yourself, redirect your life, redirect your habits. And it could be done by just one simple task, man. You ain't got to change everything in your life to change your life. You can just change one thing. You can just change one thing and change the entire direction of your life. There's a lot of people who kick one habit and their life has changed drastically. There's a lot of people who picked up one habit and their lives have changed drastically, because it may be a ripple effect. You change one thing, that causes other things to change. But isn't it amazing to think to yourself, man, I can change one thing and that'll change everything? That's the way that I like to think about it. Because it shows you that, not necessarily that it's easy, but it shows you that it's a process that's simple. And I love stressing that fact to everybody that I talk to about things regarding this. Even though the process may not be easy, nobody ever said it was going to be easy, but the process is super simple. You can break down almost everything in the world in like 3 steps. That's a simple process because there's only 3 things that you got to do. Simple. If you want to manifest goals, guess what you got to do? Think of it, put forth the work, and reap the rewards. Or whatever you want to put it as. But I just want you to think to yourself, where are your habits taking you, man? And don't wait until you get to your destination and then say, oh man, it's too late. I knew I should have did. I knew I should have, blah, blah, blah. I knew I shouldn't have. I knew I should have. Yo, think about it now. Where are your habits taking you? I've been having a lot of conversations even this weekend alone. Been talking to people about different ideas, about different habits, about different goals, career-wise, financially, health goals, nutrition, lifestyle. All these conversations I've been having just this weekend alone. But I always try to get people to think to themselves, where are your habits taking you? I want you to know where you're going before you hit the road. Imagine hopping in a car and just hitting the road and you don't know where you're going. You ain't got no direction, so you can do anything. And the crazy part about it is you don't even know if you messed up because you don't know where you're going. How do you know if you messed up or you're not doing something that's essential to where you're going if you don't know where you're going? That's why school gives you a curriculum. They say in order for you to get this particular degree, you got to take these classes. But the issue is whenever we get out of school, we tend to lose a lot of that stuff, man. I'm not here to downplay college or school or anything, but I'm just simply here to focus on what we can do about the course of our lives, because it's not up to school, it's not up to college, it's up to us. What are you going to do? What habits are you going to implement to chart the course of your life? It's things that y'all can do every single day, but we overlook at them. We overlook them. From something as simple as making your bed to establish discipline, from something as simple as, doing the dishes every day, so that way you form a habit of cleanliness, of, organization, or whatever it is. Like simple stuff that we can do that we overlook to form simple, easy, basic habits. But a lot of us like to play the victim. We like to get into, that end result. And woe is me. Look at where I am. Oh, feel sorry for me. Because I'm not where you are. Because I didn't whatever. I knew I could have did this. I knew I could have did that. Why not do it now? People always, and this is the most common one that I always see from a lot of people. I call it the lottery mindset. A lot of people always feel as though, oh man, if I had $1 million, I would do this, this, and this. No, you wouldn't. Sit down. You wouldn't. Because if you can't manage $100, you sure cannot manage $1 million. Because of the habits that you do or don't have. And that's the most common one that I see from a lot of people. They feel as though, hey, if I just had, if I had so much more, if I had more, I would do so much with it. What do you mean, spend it? Because that part I believe. I believe if you had $1 million that you would absolutely spend it. But it's not about getting more money. You have to learn how to manage the small so that way you can get the larger. It's simple, man. I teach my nieces and nephews how to manage $1 before I try to talk to them on how to manage $100. It's basic stuff, man. It's basic stuff. But that's what I'm talking about. It's all about your habits, man. What road is your habits taking you down? Where are your habits taking you? Is it taking you down the road that you actually want? Is it taking you to a place that you actually want? Or are your habits, or lack thereof, taking you down the road of destruction, taking you away from your goals, away from your end result that you desire? It's all about habits, man. It's all about habits. Everything is a habit. Me making this video is a habit. I got a habit of enlightening people. I got a habit of enlightening myself. I got a habit of wanting to display information that I learned from all walks of life, from books, from people, from, mastermind sessions. I got a habit of sharing information with people. And that's what I do, man. But that's what I want people to think about, man. And like I said, this ain't to make people feel bad. This ain't for people to feel like you should be down and out. I do want you to feel it, though. That's only if. That's always my disclaimer. That's if you want it. If you want to be successful. If you want to be wealthy. If you want to hold yourself accountable as far as your habits. If you want more in life. If you don't, this video is not for you. Start watching it right now. Don't share it. Don't like it. Don't comment. Just go away. But if you want more out of your life, if you want better for yourself, if you want better for those around you, if you want more abundance in your life, like it, share it, comment, and share this information with other people. I don't care how you get it to them, just get it to them. Because it's all about your habits. All about your habits. Don't have that lottery mindset, man. So many people got that lottery ticket mindset. If I won $50 million, I would do this, this, and this. No, you wouldn't. You will buy a bunch of stuff that you don't need. You will buy a bunch of stuff that don't make sense. You'll make ridiculous investments or lack thereof. You wouldn't properly manage that money. Because if I gave you $50, you probably couldn't hold on to it for a week. You probably couldn't hold on to it until tomorrow. You immediately think about what you can spend it on. Because of your habits, man. It's simple stuff, yo. Like I said, it ain't easy. Because I had money, lost money. We all go through it. But I feel like in order for you to know how success feels, truly feels, not to say that you only witness success, but to truly know how success feels, you have to fail. Because you have to see not only what you did wrong, but what could be done wrong. What could be done incorrectly. You have to have that lottery ticket mindset at some point in your life to say, you know what? If I had more money, I'll do blah, blah, blah. And sometimes we lie and say that, if we had it, we'll invest it. We'll do this, man. We'll make so much changes. I call it that that Lord forgive me mindset. You know how some people say, oh Lord, if you give me this, I swear I'll change. I swear I'll blah, blah, blah. I swear I'll do this. I swear I'll do that. No, you won't. You won't. And that's the issue, because, a lot of us don't know how to be truthful to ourselves. Not saying that we never will. It's just simply saying that, listen, man, you human. You gotta go through it at some point in time, yo. You have to be that person. You can't be Superman from the beginning to the end of your life, man. Even if you have a great calling in your life. Even if you have the most purposeful life in general, you have to understand that, listen, you have to go through the failures in order to truly feel and understand what success is. Not just how success feels, but what it is. And part of success is being able to go through those failures and say, you know what, I'm still just as excited and motivated and determined and dedicated as I was when I was winning. Now that I'm losing. But a lot of people can't see that, man. A lot of people can't understand that because of the habits. Let's just say you have a habit of, when the going gets tough, you move on to the next thing. You can never endure what it takes to be successful. Not you personally, just speaking in general. With that mindset, if you have that habit of when the going gets tough and you just simply decide, whatever, screw it, I'm gonna move on to the next step, you can never be truly successful, man. I mean, you can be a successful, risk taker, I guess. You could be a successful, quitter or whatever. You could be a successful failure, maybe. But I'm going to tell you, you won't be in my circle. And that's for sure. Until you adopt the mindset of, you know what? Even if I fail at this one thing 3, 5, 10, 20 times, even if I fail at this one thing so many times, if it's something that I truly desire and something that I truly want, like I said I did, I'm going to do what it takes to get it accomplished. And that's a battle every single day, yo. That is a battle every single day. As far as I'm concerned, if you've been on this earth for 20 years, you've had 20 sets of 365 or 366 days to where you had a constant battle every single day of something that you have to do or something that you feel is necessary to do for you to reach whatever the goal may be. Even as a baby, man. And y'all know how I feel about babies. I feel like babies are the most determined people in the world. Look at what a baby goes through so that way they can walk. Just simply walking. A baby never quit, man. A baby will never quit. But you got some people, some adults who just know so much, who know too much, to where failure is always the first option. Quitting is always the first option. Oh man, if I don't do this, then I'm just gonna quit, or I'm just gonna stop. Or they think about all the negatives that can happen. Oh man, what if this negative thing happens? What if, come on, man. Get out of that habit, get out of that mindset. If you really want to make more of your life, if you really want to make better of your life, you have to adopt a winning mindset, man. But I want you to ask yourself, where are your habits taking you? Is it leading you down the road of success, or is it leading you down the road of destruction, of anguish, of anxiety, of negativity? Where are your habits taking you? I know where mine are taking me, because I get excited about it every day. That's why I'm reading every day. That's why I'm gaining knowledge every day. That's why I'm making these videos. Not every day, but I do it so I can share this information with you, and I want to share my insight with y'all. But I want you to ask yourself, where are your habits taking you, man? Because I want to see y'all win. I'm not like most people to where if I don't win, nobody can win. I want to see y'all win. I want to see y'all prosper. I want to see y'all succeed. I want to see y'all grow. I want to see y'all break generational curses time after time, not just one. I want y'all to break every single one that y'all can think of, every single one that y'all have the power to. And if you can't do it, help somebody else do it. I talked to my niece last night, and I was telling her, listen, y'all have a unique situation. Y'all, speaking of, my nieces and nephews, y'all have a unique situation to where a lot of this information that I know, I didn't learn until I was 23, 25, 27. And I'm putting y'all on game at 17. I'm putting y'all on game at 18. Y'all look at me and think that I'm inspirational, think that I'm, this, wonderful individual who's meant for so much, which I am. I'm not too shy to admit that. But when I look at y'all and I see that y'all have the capability of getting a 10-year head start on me, and I think of myself as this, y'all gonna be so powerful, man. You already are. Just seeking the knowledge itself is powerful. Just seeking the advice and being accepting of it, being vulnerable to the advice and the words and the encouragement, that itself is powerful. But you have to make a habit of it. You have to make it a habit of learning. I read somewhere the other day, they said an unteachable teacher can teach nothing. I don't know if those are the exact words, but that's what just came to my mind. But an unteachable teacher can teach nothing. You have nothing to teach if you yourself are unteachable. And I always like to think to myself, he who knows everything can teach nothing, can learn nothing, rather. He who knows everything can learn nothing. But I want y'all to understand, because it's all about habits, man. Are you making it a habit of feeling as though you're a know-it-all, or are you making it a habit of saying, you know what, I'm constantly coachable. I'm always willing to learn. I know I am. I'm always willing to learn. That's why I got so many books I done lost count. I got so many podcasts that I listen to. I got so many people, who I like to talk to and learn from, because I want to remain coachable. I want to remain teachable. I'm always willing to learn because I made it a habit. Ever since I was in elementary, since I can remember, I never shied away from reading, because if it was a big word that I didn't understand, that I didn't know how to pronounce, I still did it anyway. And then a habit that I made from then, whatever that word was, if I didn't know how to pronounce it, I learned. If I didn't know what it meant, I wrote it down, and then I went and learned it. Simple stuff, man. Not easy, but it's simple. And how would you feel knowing that you passed up on so many simple habits that could have led you to your destination in 5 years, but you took 20 years to get there. If only you picked up simple habits. And that's a difference that a habit can make. And I'm not talking about this whole, watered down scenario when people say, it takes 21 days to form a habit. That's not true. I know a lot of people who did stuff for 21 days consistently, multiple times a day, and never made it a habit. But I feel like it's more than that. You gotta make your habits a lifestyle, man. You gotta make your habits a lifestyle. That's why I don't just save money when I need to. I do it because it's part of my lifestyle. I don't just pray when somebody's in trouble or when heartache is around the corner. I do it because it's my lifestyle. I don't just teach people whenever they already made a mistake or whatever the case may be. It's a lifestyle, man, so you have to be able to recognize these things, but it's all about forming habits, man. It's all about forming habits. Where are your habits taking you? And if you don't know, that's perfectly fine, man. It's perfectly fine, because a lot of things one big thing that I feel like people have mistaken to where they put too much pressure on their lives is, and school is a big part of this, and just society in general, but they make a person feel as though you need to have your entire life figured out by 18 or 21. Listen to me. I always tell people, it ain't no rush, man. It ain't no rush. There's no rush to get any of this stuff. When it comes to success, and any entrepreneur can tell you the same. But when it comes to this journey of success, whatever you consider success, it's a slow but fast process. It's slow because to reach to that ultimate goal, it's going to be a slow process, but at the same time, you have to make sure that you're fast in what you do every single day. I don't mean get things done quick and, be unorganized. I mean, make sure that you're quick to form habits. Make sure that you're consistent with getting stuff done. And make sure that you don't form the habit of this later tomorrow mindset. Whatever you got to do it now. So that way your habits can take you to where you actually want to go. There's plenty of room at the top. And I want to see everybody who is willing to get there. I want to see y'all there. But listen, it's J Perk Do Work. I'm going to catch y'all later. Much love to each and everybody. Stay blessed. Peace.